Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Here we go. Here we go. Ultra, 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 go ultra. Cycle, 3-3.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep. And
this is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Looking to pass. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like that memory was a little too long there.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Another toe for ETN. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On third down, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, Lawrence. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be a third and about 13.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Play action. It's Lawrence. Pryor has it complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. Able to find Pryor. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now. First and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Look at me.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hey, watch it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one too low. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Slot man moves right.
Hey, back up. Go.
To throw on second and 10. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Right. 64.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful with this one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They're going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Okay, ready?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Steal, flat. Hey, go steal.
Now Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From just shy of midfield, Tua throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Tua going to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, Now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. The 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. They go play action with Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Ready, ready. Strike, check, strike. Cut, cut.
From midfield, here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Let's go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Tua getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half.
Here we go.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Ultra.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Down.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Ultra. Go ultra.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for Pryor long. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Etienne once more. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big one there for the Jags, 18 yards, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
And I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
This one caught by Ridley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. On second down, a run with Etienne. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Hey, hold it. Hey, exit.
Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Ready. Right, 97.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Final minute now of the third quarter. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Lawrence on third down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Jaguars first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground with ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 5. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. His throw is going to be incomplete. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. And that is incomplete. They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Ready, break.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jags have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Watch out now, 50 series.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a slant to Hill, and he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Now Tua. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Gaskin. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run with Mostert. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score And they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this. But if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Ready, set.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Able to find Pryor. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
A final shot now for Lawrence. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.